Okay, if you shop at Dollar Tree and you don't want to waste your money, this is the video you need to watch. Because there are some things I will buy in there every single time, like no questions asked. And then there are things that look good, but they're a complete waste of your $1.25. So today I'm breaking it all down. What you should always grab when you see it, and what you need to leave sitting on the shelf. And if you love videos about Dollar Tree finds without all the hype, make sure you're subscribed, become part of our Dollar Diva family, because I will try my hardest to save you money. So we're gonna start with one of my ride or die products, because this is always worth it. Y'all, I'm talking about lashes. Listen, I love an Ardell lash, but used them for many, many years, but I am so over spending $4 or $5 for a pair of lashes when Dollar Tree has so many now. They've come such a long way over the years. We first became acquainted with Ioni. That was kind of the first lash at the Dollar Tree that didn't look cheap. ColorMate's always had really glamorous lashes, but they always looked really, really cheap. And then LA Colors always had lashes there, and Wet n Wild used to have some as well, or Sassy Chic, one of the two or both. But they were just so natural, they weren't even worth putting on. And then Ioni came in, changed the game, and then LA Colors stepped up their game. And now you've got La Mercerie as well. And these here have like seriously become some of my favorite lashes. And even now, you can find different styles of Ardell lashes at Dollar Tree as well. Some of those for me are, I think, a hit or miss depending on what you like and the style. But nonetheless, you can find a ton of them, especially right now. But yeah, your LA Colors, your La Mercerie, and your Ioni, can't really go wrong. There are styles for everybody, whether you love a half lash, whether you love something really dramatic, whether you love something much more demure and simple. You literally can find it just about any trip to the Dollar Tree. Like I said, I love this 3-pack here for $1.25. But yeah, I no longer spend more than $1.25 for my lashes. And my last product is a little bit controversial, but I want to talk about one that is not. Another thing that I will always buy at Dollar Tree, I will not buy these at the drugstore, and I will certainly not pay upwards of $20 for one of these. And I'm talking about makeup sponges. These here are a recent purchase. You get 3 in a pack. They come in a container. They're gourd shaped. They've got little mini ones that are good for like using like under your eyes. Sassy Chic is kind of the going brand for beauty blenders. I've even bought some from Ioni like years ago. They don't usually carry them anymore, but this is something that I will always just spend $1.25 or less on, especially the fact that you want to replace them. You know, I try to be good and replace mine once a month. I've had some from the drugstore, so I paid a little bit more for them than the ones at Dollar Tree. I did not find them to be superior in any way, shape, or form. I've got one from Real Techniques. Again, don't find it to be superior in any way. You do gotta wet them. That's if you find that they're hard or they don't work right, it's because you have to wet them. The inventor of the Beauty Blender, which is the one that's, I think, upward of $20, said on television, I saw it one morning, she was on a morning show, and she said, you have to wet this. So that is from the inventor of the Beauty Blender herself. So you gotta wet them, but yeah, I certainly don't think you need to spend more than $1.25. So I will always buy my makeup sponges at Dollar Tree, non-negotiable. And then this is one of those categories where it can be very hit or miss. It can be hit or miss because I think some of the products just aren't that good. Some are really nice, some aren't so good, but it can also depend on your skin and what your skin needs and what your skin responds to. And I'm talking about serums. Some serums are very nice. This one here went viral. It's the Global Beauty Care Power Serum. It used to have a pink cap. Now they've changed the packaging a bit. It's got 6 benefits in one. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Olay Super Serum. Refines texture, even tones, firms, hydrates, smooth, and brightens. I found my skin just loved this. There's a reason this went kind of viral. It's $1.25 and it makes your skin just look absolutely scrumptious. And then other ones that I'm not so sure about. So the brand Spa Essentials. I personally don't care for that brand. I think it's gimmicky and I don't think the products really have any real benefits for your skin. At least they did not for mine. Even though the Global Beauty Care Power Serum is really good. I actually haven't tried this one yet, but it's in a similar container. They have one that's a multivitamin serum. I personally felt that that didn't really do a whole lot for my skin. This one here I'm going to be trying. It's the peptide. Let me know if you've tried it, what you think. But so like I said, like even Global Beauty Care, there's some that I really like and some that I didn't really feel did anything really beneficial for my skin. They come out with different like lines, like this is from their Super Berry line. I have not yet used this, but it's one of those double serums. I like their double retinol serum, I don't know if I'll like this as much because it says it's supposed to have vitamin C, but we all know vitamin C should be in a dark bottle. So I'm a little skeptical of how this will work. So with serums, you just have to kind of try things. They're $1.25. Try them, see how they work for your skin. I have not had any adverse reactions, but if you're allergic to certain ingredients, you know, of course, proceed with caution. But yeah, serums are one of those things that I think there are some really, really nice ones, and then I think there are some that just don't do a whole lot. So this is one of those categories that it's a case-by-case basis depending on the product. And then another thing that I will always buy is anything that is like petroleum based, like Vaseline type products. So for instance, just 100% pure petroleum jelly. I don't need a big giant container from the drugstore. I just need a little container like this that will literally last me forever for $1.25. I also like their creamy petroleum that comes in the tube. Really, really nice. Very similar to a product that I don't even know if Vaseline makes the product anymore. It used to be $3 and it used to be in a white tube, just like the creamy petroleum. And I think they've, I don't know, rebranded it or repackaged it. So now when I want that product, I get it at Dollar Tree for $1.25. Same thing, and I haven't used these products, but Dr. Dre here on YouTube swears by them. The petroleum jelly sticks, using them as a lip balm, just using them for cracked elbows and feet, all that kind of thing. She really swears by petroleum jelly, but she also really likes the products that are at the Dollar Tree. So 100% white petroleum is the ingredient. That's the ingredient. There's nothing fancy about it. So I love to get all of my petroleum products at Dollar Tree to save money. And then this here is a brand that is widely respected, again by Dr. Dre, but dermatologists and estheticians on social media. And these products have also been around for years. And I'm talking about anything Dermacil. I'm of the understanding that all of their products are fragrance free. I could be wrong about that, but I believe that is something that I have learned at some point. And it says that they're developed for dermatologists. These products here, you can find them for a whole lot more money, but Dollar Tree sells them for $1.25. You get different facial cleansers, like your oatmeal facial cleanser, super gentle, really nice. Can't beat getting 5 ounces for $1.25. They've got this exfoliating scrub. They've got night creams, day creams. They even come out with dupes, like their Drunk Elephant dupes. I've tried a couple products in that line. They're really nice. I've heard recently they've come out with cleansing oils that I'm dying to find because it's about time. Dollar Tree has a brand that really gives us a cleansing oil on a regular basis. They've got body lotions as well that people swear by for eczema and diabetic skin and all of those concerns. So these are just widely beloved. If you're on a budget and you want something that a lot of people know and trust, Dermacil could be one of those products for you. And then this one here is another one that can kind of go either way, and I'm talking about just dupes in general. You know, Dollar Tree has been coming out with a lot of makeup and skincare dupes, even like personal care, like deodorants, body washes, hand sanitizers. So I think, you know, a lot of these products are actually decent products. The skip comes in if perhaps you love one of the high-end products and you try one of these dupes. They may not exactly compare to the high-end original or the drugstore original, and that could leave you disappointed. But on the other hand, it may not matter all that much. If the product is still solid, you don't have any reaction or any problem with it, maybe saving money is a good thing. And I'm sure along the way there are some that really excel at being really good dupes, really close to the original, if not undetectable. And then I know there's got to be some that are kind of disappointing, that don't really mimic or are like anything like the original product. So this is just one of those things that, depending on what the product is, you'll either want to run and grab it and stock up or skip. Then another thing that I am now only buying at Dollar Tree are shave products. Whether it's shave cream, whether it's a shave lotion, whether it is a shave oil, Dollar Tree has got it. They've got the dupes. They've got different scents. They now have stuff for sensitive skin. And y'all, I have been completely switched and converted. Some of my favorites include the Spa Luxury Whipped Shaving Cream, which is supposed to be a dupe for a Target brand, which I'll have up here. You've got your EOS dupes. They've got them in tubes. They've got them in squirt bottles. I really, really enjoy those as well. And then they've even got shave oils. I really love the Power Stick Brazilian Mist Shave Oil for when I want to shave oil. They've got men's shaving creams. You can even find Pure Silk, sometimes in the full-size bottle for $1.25, which isn't too far off from what you can buy it at the drugstore, but you can still find like your Pure Silk and smaller bottles of Gillette and those types of products. But yeah, for me, I don't feel the need to spend any more than $1.25 on a shave product anymore. So these are now a staple, something I will always buy at Dollar Tree to save money. So this product here is the controversial one, and if you've been a Dollar Tree shopper for any length of time, you know that Dollar Tree at certain times gets an influx of brand names. Whether we know them or not, they will make their way to Dollar Tree. I have found some amazing products that were brand names, whether I was aware of them or not, that I picked up for $1.25 and were wonderful. Then there were some things that I really should have left on the shelf. I understood why they ended up at Dollar Tree. They were a complete waste of $1.25, and they were something that was much more expensive when I looked them up online. Things that were sold at Walmart and Target, and just I would have been so mad if I spent $12 or $13 on these products. So with brand names, I think it's always fun to try. I will generally always try a brand name if it's a product that I think I can use. And sometimes the verdict will be 50-50 on whether or not it was a waste or not. You know, if you have a little bit of extra income to spend and to take a chance on some of these products, it's always fun to do so. But if not, it may be best for you to stick with what you know from Dollar Tree, your Dermacils and your Ionis and your LA Colors, and not so much take a chance, because they really can be hit or miss. They're fun to find, and sometimes you'll have found a complete gem and you'll wish you have stocked up, or you will have wasted your money. Definitely let me know down below in the comments which products you will always buy at Dollar Tree and what you will not waste your money on anymore. You know I love talking to you all. Definitely give this video a thumbs up and a hype if you enjoyed it. I'll have related content down below in the description box. I do videos like this all the time, so definitely check out the description box for more content. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.